Thank you. I apologize for starting us late. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Executive Director Screening Committee meeting of the Commission for Behavioral Health. My name is Jay Robinson, and I'm the chair of the committee. I want to thank you for attending today's special meeting. Now we will take roll to establish a quorum.
Good morning, Commissioners. A reminder to please unmute your lines, and if you're participating remotely, I will ask you if there's anyone over the age of 18 of age in the room per Bagley-Keene. Additionally, you must remain on camera if participating remotely. If you need to step away or go off camera, please let us know. Commissioner Brown.
Here, and no other adults in the room.
Thank you. Commissioner Bunch. Commissioner Carnevale.
Here alone.
Thank you. Commissioner Cross.
Here.
Commissioner Gordon.
Here.
Commissioner Madrigal-Weiss.
Here and no other adults in the room.
Thank you. Commissioner Roulette. Commissioner Southard.
Here and alone.
Commissioner, Committee Chair Robinson.
Present.
We have quorum.
Thank you, Sandra. It is now time for Agenda Item 2, General Public Comment. This time is reserved for comments on items that are not on the agenda. If anyone is interested in making public comment on items, on items not on the agenda, please make those during this general public comment time. If you have any technical questions, please contact the Commission staff at 916-500-0577. At this time, I will ask Amariani to go over the public comment procedures.
Thank you, Commissioner Robinson. 1 second, I'm having a little technical difficulty. Okay, sorry about that. A reminder that a live meeting transcription or closed captioning is available for anyone participating in the meeting. If the option is not currently visible, please activate the closed captioning feature located in the control bar at the top or bottom of your screen. For members of the public online, if you have not already, please raise your hand. And once it is your turn to comment, we will call on you. For members of the public in the room, please use a card. We currently have one public comment from Stacy Hiramoto. Your line is open.
Stacy Hiramoto with REMCO, the Racial and Ethnic Mental Health Disparities Coalition. My pronouns are she, her, and kanojo. I appreciate the ability to be here and to be able to make public comment. This is a matter very important to the community stakeholders and will be watched very carefully by the entire statewide behavioral health community, even though they may not be present at this moment. First, I would really like to thank the Commission staff for arranging for a session with representatives of the community to weigh in on what is important to us regarding the selection of a new executive director. I do hope that a summary of what was said is being made available to the screening committee, and that what the community said was important to us will be taken into consideration. If I remember correctly, one of the most agreed upon and important factors brought up during that session was that the commissioners understand that trust has been broken with the community. This must be recognized by the commissioners. This must be repaired, and it will not happen overnight. We see on this committee some commissioners that were very close to the former executive director. I am not only speaking for myself, but if you think we are hoping for you to select someone who is very much like the former executive director, you would be wrong. If you are on this committee to try to hire someone who will bully and disrespect the staff, who will disregard and keep the community stakeholders away from you, and who will help you fund projects and organizations that have not been vetted openly with the public, then you do not belong here on this committee. The commission needs a fresh start if it is to succeed. Please help find an executive director that will support and value the exemplary staff you have. Please help find someone who will restore the public trust. Please do not look for someone like the former executive director. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. That was our last public comment.
Thank you, Mariani. And I want to thank everyone thank Stacy for her comments. We are now moving to agenda item 3, closed session, to review, consider, and recommend candidates for the vacant ED appointment. Before we go into closed session, we'll be open to public comment about this agenda item. Members of the public may request to make a public comment on agenda item 3 by clicking the raise hand button feature on your computer or app, or if calling in by phone, push 9. Once the public comment period for this agenda item starts, we will close the public comment queue. So please make your request to comment now. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. Are there any public comments?
There are no public, oh, I'm sorry. We have one public comment from Laurel. Your line is open.
Good morning. This is Laurel Ben Hamida from Mass Social Services Foundation and REMCO. I'd like to add to Stacy's remarks and reiterate something I said before, but not everybody was in the room maybe, or could pay attention. We need a person who understands the story, the history, good and bad, and ugly, of the Mental Health Services Act, Proposition 1, what came before, and now Proposition 63. Not a quick study, but person who has lived experience with all of the Mental Health Service Act and now Behavioral Health Services Act content. That's very, very important. I'm sure that you will be having applicants coming from parts of the federal government who no longer have jobs. If they have experience in California, that is great. But without experience in California, I just think it's too much to take on. So that's my comment for today. And I wish you good deliberations. I hope you have a rich pool of people who are humble and competent and have experience helping peers and clinicians work well together. Thank you.
Thank you, Laurel. That was our last public comment.
Thank you, Laurel. Again, thanks for your comments. For commissioners joining us virtually, you should have received a second different link to join the closed session portion of the meeting. Please exit the current meeting and join the second closed session meeting. For the general public, we will be back at 4:15. Welcome, everyone. We're now moving to agenda item 4, report back from the closed session. No action was taken during the closed session. That concludes today's meeting. Thank you all for your participation and engagement. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.